just some clarification before we get into the what this video is really. So, welcome. Yo, what's up, guys? We're Koi here. So, Koi here. Yeah, so it was a terrible update. I talked to the leader of the dev team and the main testers, and honestly, it was definitely a interesting experience. Do I think that they cooked? God, no. I don't think they cooked it all. They did say that this was an IXSTUDIO head decision for the algorithm, so to speak, but they go more into detail about that. I just want to go more into detail about the stuff that you guys care about before I actually show you guys the actual little podcast. So, one, I'm throwing in the idea that hopefully we can get the Bleach characters added to the main Twisted banner so we can get them for now until they fix the bug with the area and stuff like that. So, like with the areas not dropping units. And I think a lot of people have been waiting for that. The other thing is they are going to try to fix Minato within the next 24 hours. They fumbled the bag by letting him get evolved. So if you do get Minato, do not evolve Minato. The only time I'm going to say this. Yeah. So I think the rest of y'all are going to have to just watch through this discussion that I have with the developers. So I hope you guys enjoy. Take it easy and peace out.
Them just now, you know.
The idea
So
and such.
everything I originally had planned kind of got set back just because of that. Because I was gonna plan to throw Minato in a miscellaneous update, which I had planned for September. You guys would have got some Attack on Titan characters, etc. with that. It would have been a bunch of random stuff, right? But obviously now I have to replan that entire September update. So that's just one thing, for example, about how it kind of messed everything up. Well, not everything. I have everything after October planned perfectly. Damn, that hurt. Okay.
I think.
Yeah, that's my part of.
Makes a general saying.
Honestly, I think that it's more along the lines of like people did expect a lot more frequent updates, and especially some of the big ones that could have like kept the player base alive, such as these bug fixes, were definitely critical to the game actually like having players, because everyone wants Kenpachi, everyone wants all the characters, and the fact that we can't even get any of those characters right now is like a big slap in the face to everyone who, like, even a lot of people were saying just throw them in the banners because it's obvious that the drop rates are just broken right now. But with I guess with y'all having like the studio pushing stuff more, I guess it's, that's more of like a higher ups type of thing.
So ideally, do you guys think that if I push those characters into the banner starting tomorrow, everything will be fine? And then obviously after we fix that bug with the drops, then we take it out.
Yeah, honestly, that would be like definitely a step in the right direction.
All right, just DM me that idea, right? Because I'm just really trying to, right now I have to please the investors, etc. You know what I mean? Because I myself and they see potential in the game. That's why they still bought the game when it was declining, etc. I know this game can easily go back to like 10K CCU, etc. But obviously we kind of went the wrong path just now, and now we're kind of pushed back a little bit more. Because I know that the update is easily gonna pull at least 5K CCU. If we dropped it, let's say a week ago or 2 weeks, we could have probably got like 10K, 15K. At least I imagine, because, for example, well, I'm not gonna leak that update, but that update's like really juicy with like your favorite characters. So that's something, and it has like actual playable content with new story, which we also leaked the map for just yesterday or the day before.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it was the other day.
That update's definitely gonna like be amazing for all the players, but obviously right now I had to do an update that I kind of didn't really want to push out. Wasn't even in my plan, but yeah, I guess that stuff does happen.
I do have some
bugs,
questions. Some major
I'll
ones.
get it.
One, as like the two lead testers, what happened with Minato? That's probably like the biggest thing, because I know you guys are like the two dudes who test the most, I guess. And freaking
The other lead
Which
testers didn't pull up.
chair? Yeah. I'm
Gang,
just saying
gang, gang.
it wasn't much of us because we really weren't able to really use much of the unit, I would say. And I'm not gonna lie, I knew that this unit wasn't ready as per se, or it wasn't in its best shape, and it most definitely could have used more time and more effort on it. So I don't know why I was getting a lot of shit for it, but it is what it is. You know, I respect the
I mean,
people's opinions.
yeah, I think that they really just said that because you said it was good or whatever, you know what I mean? I
I
think
mean,
you were like trolling
honestly,
them on purpose, but
I was, but
yeah,
at the
I
end of the
know.
day, the unit didn't even come out yet. It was even in the banner, and people were already talking trash. Like, at least use the unit first. But that was just me,
Yeah,
Everyone definitely used the unit, and let's be honest,
and they
it
hated
is
it.
not good. I can't even use
yeah.
Minato right now. The only thing I could do is M1 because apparently you can evolve him, and that destroys his
His
entire kit. You can't even
Does
use
it?
his
his
moves.
base isn't even like working at all, correct?
It's his evolve
That's
form that isn't working at all.
his
His base
ego.
bugs out.
But this is
His base
what do you
bugs
mean
out
bugs
if you
out?
use a move. If you use a move, you'll use
Okay,
one
yeah, yeah,
move, two
that's
moves,
wild.
and then it'll bug out, and then you just can't use it ever again during that match. And
All
then
right,
if you
yeah,
evolve
because
him,
if
you kill your character.
yeah, in the
Mm.
testing server, it doesn't do that at all. Like, I might need like actual video proof for you guys to see what I'm when I'm saying this because he wasn't doing that at all in the testing server. So now the programmer is actually investigating that. So
Mhm.
that actually sucks.
It might be
Um,
due to the different versions because they're both two different versions of the game.
yeah, I know, but thing is that typically when you're updating a game, you just publish the testing server over to the the main place, correct?
Hmm.
Um, that's what we did. Everything went through besides the balance changes because apparently when he was looking through the script after IX bought it, he told me that all the all the changes would go into a X blank script, right? And the script, for example, would be called, let's say, powers, right? I'm not gonna say the actual script name because somebody in here might end up being like a hacker on the game. So like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna give up framework names. So, anyways, so the thing about this script now is I edited it for each character, and now it's not even saving to the main game. And that took the testing team hours to create, and then it took me like 3 hours to put in the data. You know what I mean? So we did put in effort, 100%.
Hmm.
Me and the testing team, originally when IX bought the game, we put in like 10 hours into calling within that first week, or like with it just like 4 days of calling, which I know Pierre was there for some of the calls. So
I
yeah,
feel like I was there for
there was a lot
majority of them.
done.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was a lot done on our end, but I
I
mean,
feel
I
like
don't like to
implementing it.
blame a programmer or whatever, but there was a lot of like blank spaces that he didn't catch. I mean,
I
currently we're talking to an ASTD programmer, but yeah,
I feel like you're getting way too much hate for it. Like I was looking in general, man. I was like, dang, man, this is
no,
really rough.
it's not even that much. It's just the same people hating.
Uh,
Because a lot of people are just calm and they're like supportive or whatever. That's why I know that this game will do good, especially once we get going properly.
Nigga actually has a
Um,
good fan base and a good community behind all the
yeah.
toxicity.
I'm saying like there's 20 people in total who are like toxic or whatever. It's fine. I don't
Mhm.
really like care much if there's like 20 people. Plus, I didn't ban them, but I like timed them
Oh
off for
yeah.
a week. Anyways, on with the questions, bro. Because like I'm trying to make this more suitable for you guys.
Well, I
Yeah, let me
mean,
look at this as
So
definitely one of the things is what the heck is the next step? Because, well, if there's really nothing going on for like a very vast period of time, such as bug fixes and stuff
well,
like that, then it's just gonna
look,
end up being another fall off.
no, no. Well, the thing is that we already have next update. We have all the assets. Literally, just needs to be programmed because we have the animations, the VFX, the map, all that other stuff, right? Um, but yeah, the main issue is that it needs to be programmed, which it isn't an issue. It'll start programming on Monday, right? So you guys will definitely have that, content clickbait update. it's not really clickbait, but for algorithm purposes, it's gonna be really clickbaitish just because it's gonna have like Gojo, Saitama, maybe, and then yeah, you know who's next.
People in general chat is like asking you some questions.
All right, can you guys read it to me? I'm not really like.
Yeah, I got you.
One of them wants you to talk about Gojo and like as soon as he coming.
Okay, I'll just like leak some more info for this content update, just so like we could survive another update.
That's a great idea.
I'm gonna finish. Well, we're gonna fix all these bugs within the next 24 hours. I'll just drop reroll token codes. Since that was recommended to me, I really didn't think you guys needed them though.
Oh, that was another issue as well. People were talking about the codes not working or already being.
No, the codes work now. The codes work now 100%. I double tested them, like triple, not like quadruple times. They work 100%. I even reset the servers for that.
One of them is definitely bugged out. Just saying.
For
someone who punched it in.
About bugs, like bug updates, and that's how I like the balance updates. They want to know about like the balance changes and the numbers and stuff like that. That's what they're really asking, like the balance changes in the patch notes. Like that.
Wait, it wasn't any announcements.
That's what they want to know. Like they want to know what are the balance changes made. Like they're kind of confused, you know.
Oh, I'm guessing they're asking for stats.
Currently, the balance changes are just between damage, the cost of energy, and then cooldown. Right, I'm not touching range at all. All of those have been tweaked. I mean, I would have to look into the script again just to like tell you the actual change amount. We have a Google Sheet that I guess we could make public. I mean, I'm really unsure about that. I want you guys to kind of, experiment with the update yourselves. But if you want, I'm thinking, bro. I don't really know. I just rather have you guys, experiment with these new characters. You know what I mean? Especially overall, it would make for more good content. It would take you guys you guys would play the game for like a day longer just to find out which characters are better now and which are worse, etc. I don't feel like giving key detail would make it more fun, at least the process of, the balance update. Because if I told you what was changed, you're less likely, to actually play the game and see it for yourself.
I do have one.
About the story in it.
I have a far more critical question that everyone kind of wants to know. So one of them is definitely why did Minato only come out with like 2 to 3 moves, and an evolved form that does nothing? And also one more question on top of that: how soon can y'all even fix that?
Well, I said it would take 24 hours, right? Thing is that Evo form wasn't even supposed to come out at all. I talked to the programmer, right? The programmer told him that it wasn't supposed to come, and he still had it enabled. So that actually really sucked. But ideally, yeah, Minato only had 3 abilities. I mean, he was supposed to be released even a few days ago, so it wouldn't have been as big as an issue it is now because you guys obviously have been waiting longer and longer, and only for a character that has 3 abilities. I mean, his last ability got a cutscene. I'm not giving that as an excuse, but
one of them's a movement skill.
Throw that character in.
One of them's a movement skill, which is like low-key useless.
One. I know. I think I. That's the thing, bro. I literally had to add an update that wasn't a part of my plan, and look how much like shit it cost. But I don't know. What are we? Should I add one more ability to him?
To Minato?
Like sometime.
Of course.
The general
most definitely needs more abilities.
I think the general consensus for like all future mythics definitely should have been 4 moves.
I mean, there will be a secret that has like I'm not gonna leak, but like one of the secrets, at least at Ascension 2, will have 3 abilities, but he will be like actually the most broken guy ever. And he's a healer, by the way, so it doesn't really matter as much. But
oh god, another healer. No,
I mean, all these healers are like actually dog. It's gonna be like crazily meta. You'll see, but that's just Ascension 2. We're looking at basically September for that.
That's good image.
But ideally, I never even wanted it to have like 3 abilities, etc. In all honesty, Minato was a character that was, let's say, a work in progress by the time the game was purchased. And then Jaw saw it when I was trying to release the balance update, and he was like, why not hold it? And then we could just throw in Minato, correct? So we
What do you mean
slightly
by that?
touched up. What do you mean?
What do you mean by like you kind
Work
of
in
had it?
progress?
Because
Meaning that that was a update. Well, not an update. As you guys saw in the original Anime Switch trailer, Minato was shown, right? That was a character that was supposed to come out previously but never came out, and he was in our files.
I thought there was. I low key thought there was a full on discrepancy because of some of the characters that never made it because of the discrepancy between the original developers that held on assets, or at least we've been told.
No, they held on to solo leveling. That was the issue. But then we realized that what is it called? There's about 2 to 3 characters that have clothings but aren't made. But then Minato had a clothing but was partly made. So then I was told by higher ups, because they were like, "Oh, we need something to show in the icon, etc." So for algorithm reasons, I had to just throw them in, and then it kind of like screwed up everything. So
So another critical question. So does this mean that there still is a possibility, since you said only solo leveling was taken? Then in that case, does that mean Oni's Zoro should still be in there?
That's a good question, actually. It's a really good question because
He,
you can check your DMs. I was bringing up the idea of adding that unit because it was shown in the trailer, and I'm sure it's in the game files as well. So you can check about that later. If without Zora,
I'll check in on that. Ideally, my current goal was to push out content that I thought of. You know what I mean?
you
Because
want to push
originally,
out what
you guys were just supposed to get the balance change. That was supposed to only take a week to create and release. And then after that, you guys would have got your Gojo update around now. But obviously, shit took a turn. But ideally, I'll look into that character. I'll maybe swap him for Minato within the miscellaneous update, if that sounds good. You know what I mean? Because either way, I'm still gonna have a miscellaneous update in September. Then obviously we're gonna have like this really cool October run. Everybody's actually pretty cool with it, etc. There would be like, events based off of like, the season currently, IRL. For example, winter season, fall, whatever. But yeah, I know since you guys were all begging for Bleach, etc., I might as well just say here, but October Bleach updates will be coming. The whole month.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like one massive Bleach update, etc. Obviously, I'm not gonna say anything else, but as you guys know, in Bleach currently, Ichigo is getting another form, etc. So we're gonna try to line it up on that same day. When his episode premieres.
Doesn't it premiere in October, right?
Yeah, it's October 12th. This is the second episode of Bleach of the
I
new
got
season. But anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna make this game like kind of more. It's gonna be more on par with like animes, etc. And I know that October update will be like absolutely legendary. Then the run, etc. We have trading in mind, but it's not gonna come yet anyway. So I'm just letting you guys know that I hear the opinions about trading, etc. But obviously there will be no trading if we don't even have secrets in the game. And once we have about like 6 secrets or so, then I will add trading or more. Also, I guess I will add on that Gojo is gonna have a shiny as well, so like you guys can save your gems for that if you're interested on something like that. Any more questions?
Yeah.
I don't see any
People are
additions
still
to the
asking if Soul Society units are obtainable. Could you confirm?
I mean,
They're not obtainable.
if it was a previous issue, that issue is not fixed, but it's on my bugs list. The thing about that is that, right within the next 24 hours, we have to fix this current update because obviously it went really south. after that, I could focus on bugs, and then Monday we start the actual update itself. I think that's how
Yeah.
I would structure it, though. 5 days a week we work on the actual content, and then 2 days we just do bugs or so.
Low key,
Anyways, but
low key, if y'all
yeah,
just
here.
like brought up the same thing you brought up earlier, which was like throwing the Bleach characters on the banner and just calling it there, like freaking,
Yeah.
I think everyone will just be happy about that. Because I think
Yeah, just
it's
message me
been too
that.
long.
I'll throw that in. And I'll add more Bleach related content lining up with the actual Bleach anime when the season drops. So like you guys will be actually fed for all those Bleach fans that kind of waited. But yeah. Some people have raised their hand in this call, so I'm just gonna let them speak. If you have a question, just raise your hand and we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Why are you saying Lord?
Because one of my boys is raising his hand.
Which one is that, bro? Let's get him out.
Mac, bruh.
Huh? Is that called?
Armac. Yeah, his name's Armac, bro.
Alright, bro. Is he gonna cook?
He's definitely not gonna cook, but
Hey, bro,
like,
my fault. My grandma was talking to
It's
me.
alright. It's alright. If I get cooked,
You good.
I already got cooked like 200 times today. So
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you were catching strays.
no, I think they were
it's all right.
direct hits. No offense. Okay, another thing, right? The guy
Yeah.
who's considered the owner for the game right now is literally
Yeah.
doing nothing but promotion for Kengan. So fucking, he's not even
Yo, look,
existing in
he's
the server.
What you talking about? The guy in the the pink
The guy in
that
the
has the
the
owner badge?
cryptic or something like that, like the
Oh
guy who's
no, bro.
considered that guy.
He's the placeholder account for the game. The game literally owns multiple, not the game. I mean, the company owns literally multiple front page games, and they do not that they don't care. They just,
I wouldn't say front page.
let's say they aren't zoned on this game, meaning that they aren't like working on it. They have IXSTUDIO working on it. Like when you have a large company and then you have another company work on your project or
Yeah,
whatever. You
they're
know what I mean?
basically a parent company.
Like yeah, they're the owners, and then they have another company work on their project.
Yep.
Like some big boy stuff. But obviously, we have, well, me representing IX, I have to, improve the way that IX is portrayed, which I will. Obviously, this took a terrible turn, but I'm having IX at least put their better team on the game, especially asset wise, since if you guys saw sneaks, we're already kind of cooking on that side. But programming wise, I had them hire a new guy that previously wasn't on IX. No offense to them, obviously, but I'm helping IX at least on certain ends.
Yep.
Bro, your friend's not answering. I made him raise
He
his hand.
probably just left to go do something, honestly. But
There's somebody else raising their hand as well.
one word of advice
Alright,
before I
Any
take a
question,
dip,
raise your hand.
because I'm gonna go ahead and dip
Yeah.
from this moment. Just anytime that I understand you like to talk in general, but anytime that you have some
Yeah.
actual like stuff that matters to talk about the game, then definitely drop that in like dev posts. If it's like something that actually matters, like bringing up characters or anything like that, or what y'all are doing,
Yeah.
put it in dev posts because no one's gonna scroll general or look you up like the way I did before. So
Yeah.
freaking
Yeah.
communication, that's your best way to freaking do it.
I mean, thing is that I find myself that I talk a lot. I mean, yapping is like my perk, right? But thing is that I talk so much sometimes. I really just want to tell certain people it, and that's why I don't post it in depth.